Manager. Under the Money tab, of course, click here and then you go to Asset. Money tab is part of a revenue that we just checked. Revenue and expenditure. This is what drives your company. This is what drives your profit. Asset, it's also what drives your wealth as a company. It also has an impact on how long will you spend again, when last did you spend big, and when nearer are you gonna spend big again. Also the value of your current wealth or net now as a company, as a business. These money tabs drives you. Remember, we said if you have invoices that are already paid, go to the money tab, convert them to revenue. Make sure that you note them as part of paid. Then you can also make sure that you send the proof of receipt to the company or the client that you have rendered services for after they've already paid you directly. We go to the asset manager. The asset manager is a very simple one. You just have to know what you're doing. If you add a new asset, you put the asset type, you put everything, you put the purchase code. It could be 300, but current cost sometimes it could be 250,000, and the salvage value, this is the end of the asset. It could be like something like 80,000 rand. Now, how much it depreciate this value? The system would use these three values to calculate how much your asset is going to depreciate. You want to make sure that you put things like the date in which it was purchased. You see here, it tells us that this is the date purchased. The period, is it annually? The asset life years, this is how is it going to depreciate annually, or whether it's going to depreciate for 3 years or for 4 years or for 10 years. You know about this. We're going to go to the inquiry. Well, here, this is what we do for checking assets that we have on the system. So you first need to make sure that you select all, fixed, current, whatever asset that you're interested in. I'm gonna say up to maybe March. Doesn't matter really. It's your preferences on what asset that you want to check. Whether you want asset that will put it only in 2001, then you're gonna use the date. You see here your current value is 789. I don't know what asset could you pick here. I see this is very small. This looks big. Let's select the dead one. The asset life years, it's 5 years. We are here. Once we are here, you'll notice, you'll see the original cost here in the asset life history, and then it did depreciate. Depreciated cost, it depreciated to this amount of money. Original cost, it was 500. Now it depreciated last on August 2017. So we want to depreciate the asset again. Click to run depreciate process. We need to click once you're sure. Remember, it depreciates with 52,000 from its current value. Now it's 368. So we want to run that. Looks like our asset has been depreciated. As you can see, now it's on 316. We are going to refresh and check. Now you can see the current value, depreciated cost. It depreciated by 55, and now it's on 316 from 368,000. Now this is how we manage our asset. It continually doesn't allow you to put the depreciation value because it's based on these three values and the asset life years. Thank you. Let's check the liability feature under the money tab. It means this one here you need to more or less check it every week. Welcome to the liability manager. You click all. You want to select the dates. Let's say we want from this year. Let's see if we're gonna get anything. System get us something. You see nothing was brought for this year, so you want to try and expand up until 2007. Still nothing, no liability. This is starting to worry me. Okay, I didn't click the year. Okay, let's come here. Alright. Alright, this is our liability since 2005. Doesn't look like we have anything that was made recently. We're gonna come and depreciate. Oh, this is a loan liability. It could be loan, it could be something that is purchased on liability that is being paid monthly. You need to make sure that you put it here. It's very easy. You don't need to be an accountant. Same, you add here. What liability are you adding? Is it borrowing, current? Then you select the category. You make sure that you put the dates, the expiry, the loan period in months. How many months are you paying the loan? The compounds. You make sure you can ask this from your bank or from the car that you purchase. You can put the interest here. You put everything. Just as this thing guides you, amount paid, this is also automated. Then you add the liability. Now we are here. You can pick let's take this one, loan period 24. This is the loan period that we have just selected. As you can see, this is the date made. This is the date that in which it should expire. This is the number of months. It means per month you need to update it so that you keep your own records for the liability. Also, this is up to you. If you want the system to generate a proper report for you, it's good to make sure that you feed it monthly, unless you don't have a liability for that month. As you can see here, we're going to try and depreciate something. This is the money that you are paying monthly, but you can decide that this month you pay the and also here you want to pay the extra £1,000. Please note that the current £3,000 was successfully paid. Let's go in. So you see here from here 230,000 to 227. The difference is 3,000 rand. The installment is still this one unless updated there. Thank you for checking out this tutorial.